In addition to being a devoted Microsoft employee, I am also a zealous runner and a chief goat herder to 2 young, rambunctious kids. If your life is anything like mine, it's a little bit busy, and I was invited up here today to show you 7 things about Windows Phone 7 that are great for people like all of us. First, the camera. How many times has this situation happened to you? You see something interesting happen, you reach for your phone, by the time that you actually unlock it, fiddle around for the camera app, and take the picture, the moment is completely gone. We were not okay with this type of situation, so we set out to build a phone in which you didn't have to miss a moment. With every Windows Phone 7, we have a dedicated camera button, and the best part is, this camera button works even when your screen is locked. So in this case, something interesting happens, like me being up on stage with all of you. All I need to do is press and hold the camera and take a picture, and I can instantly share that picture with my friends and family, or I can upload it to Facebook and other social network sites. Although in this case, it's going to be pretty hard for me to tag all of you. Pocket to picture to post, all within seconds. Number 2, glance and go. One of the things that we did with Windows Phone is help surface up all of the stuff that you care about right up to the top so that you don't have to hunt around to find that information. We do this with the lock screen. Here on the lock screen, you can see your time, your date, your next calendar appointment. You can see missed calls, emails, and text messages. We also do this with our start screen. Our start screen is completely different from anything on the market today, as it's not a list of icons or a sea of apps. We have what we call live tiles. And just like their name suggests, these tiles are live and they change. So as my friends update their Facebook status and post new pictures, I can see that right here on my live tile. I can also see things like the weather in the city of my choice. And I can also see things like mission-critical information, like apps like this one, 5.5 months until summer solstice begins. And when you're a Hawaiian native that lives in Seattle, you count every single day until summer arrives. We also surface simple things, like your alarm. Is it on or off? And what time is it? And things like your calendar and your next appointment. In this case, when I'm done with all of you tonight, I'm going out for a big team dinner that I was supposed to plan, which brings me to point number 3, voice search. In this case, I was supposed to plan dinner, and since I haven't had the opportunity, I'm going to do it up here on stage with all of you. I want to choose a real classy restaurant to bring the team later tonight. In-N-Out Burger. That's right. For all of you from San Diego, we're going to go animal-style hamburgers tonight. All right. Not only do I get all the results on the web that relate to In-N-Out Burger, I also get all of the In-N-Out burgers in the area as it finds my exact location and brings up all of the In-N-Out burgers. In this case, I'm going to go to the one on Dean Martin Drive. I get the phone number, the direction, and the hours. I can also read the reviews, and there are a lot of great reviews for In-N-Out Burger. And then I can also find nearby locations. So once we're done having a few burgers, if we want to run by the lion habitat, or maybe swing on by Starbucks and get a coffee, which is probably what we'll actually do, we have all of the nearby locations. And speaking of search, every Windows phone comes with a dedicated search button, which brings me to point number 4. We brought Bing to the phone. Not only do you get to see the same great pictures and their descriptions, you also get instant answers. So in this case, I'm curious how the Miami Heat did against the Bucks last night. I type in Miami Heat, and bam, right up to the top comes the score. Instead of a lot of blue links that then brings me to the answer, I get the score that I want right up on top. I can do this for stocks, sports scores, weather, flight information, and more. In addition to making search easy, we also work to organize the stuff that you care about in a way that you can get to it that actually makes sense. Which brings me to point number 5, hubs. On other phones, your information like games and apps and musics are all a little bit disorganized and live in separate silos. On our phone, we have what we call hubs. An example of this is my Office Hub. Here in my Office Hub, I can do all sorts of things. I can work on documents with colleagues and post them back to SharePoint. I can do a little bit of financial modeling in Excel, and I can also keep all of my notes in OneNote. I'm a big OneNote user, and one of the things that I love about OneNote is that my OneNotes sync across my phone, my PC, and the web. In this case, I'm keeping a OneNote of birthday ideas for my husband. What's great is I can pin this OneNote to my start screen, so as ideas come to me throughout the day, I have one-click access to this OneNote. Let me open up the OneNote to see some of my ideas. All right, little mani-pedi, couple retreat. After Ron's demo, I think he's convinced me that a new Xbox is in order for his birthday. So what I'm gonna do, since I'm running behind on purchasing this gift, is copy this up on stage with all of you, and I'm gonna go to one of my favorite shopping apps and do a little bit of research on this Xbox. As Steve mentioned, we have over 5,500 new apps in Marketplace, which brings me to point number 6, our fantastic apps. Big name apps like Bank of America, Travelocity, Fandango, and in this case, Amazon.com. If you remember, a few seconds ago, I copied the Xbox that I was interested in, and since it's a little bit long, I'm gonna paste it in, and then I'm gonna search, and I'm gonna look for the results. And within seconds, the results come up, and if I wanted to, I could buy it right here on stage. But I won't waste your time, and I will bring you to point number 7. Lucky number 7, Xbox Live on the phone. As you saw several minutes ago, we have many new hot games that are coming to our phone in the next couple months. If you have a need for speed, we've got you covered. If you like some retro gaming action, we have you covered with Pac-Man. And if you're a secret ninja, like myself, that likes to slice and dice poor innocent pineapple and kiwi on the side, we've got you covered with Fruit Ninja. And the best part is, with our upcoming update, our apps and games will load even faster. And with the 3D graphics on this phone, it makes you feel like these are I'm not very good at this game, by the way. They're falling right into your lap. If you haven't played this game, it's highly addictive. All right, that was a lot to get through in 7 minutes. If you can't tell, I'm excited about this phone. I hope each of you get a chance to go out and try it, as we worked hard to bring together the things that you care about in an easier and faster way so that you can just go out and enjoy life.